Britney Spears is under fire yet again, this time for mixing up the names of two very well-known pop stars, and fans aren't too thrilled about it. Today's episode of Newsfeed is brought to you by Pandora Premium, where you can search and play your favorite songs. Pandora sounds like you. Oops, she did it again. It seems as though Britney Spears has been forced to undergo some major damage control in the press this week. Earlier this week, she was slammed with reports accusing her of lip-syncing for an entire show. I mean, duh, right? But now, the pop princess is taking heat for confusing Ariana Grande for Selena Gomez when talking about the terror attacks that occurred at Ari's show in Manchester. After an interviewer asked Brit if she was afraid of anything happening during her upcoming show in Tel Aviv, she was quick to compare the tragic events around the world to those occurring in the US. But it was her next comparison that left us all completely at a loss for words.
Are you afraid of anything happening in Israel?
Well, I think, as Israel does, it's the same kind of display that's going on in America, too. What's the thing with Selena Gomez and stuff like that. That happened to her in London, but I feel like everywhere in the world.
Oh, Britney. In case you didn't quite catch the end of that interview, not to try and make matters worse or anything, but Brit confused the city of Manchester for the city of London. Okay, so in her defense, both Manchester and London are both located in England, but the real kicker came after Brit attempted to reference the Manchester bombing by first saying Rihanna's name and then correcting the name to Selena's, two names which are not at all relevant to Ariana Grande's. So maybe it was all just an honest mistake that could have happened to anyone. And since Brit has her hands full with 2 kids, a Vegas residency, and is currently touring the world, maybe she doesn't have time to keep up with current events. But that didn't stop fans from arguing on social media message boards whether or not her mix-up was a mistake or an actual diss. You guys, it wasn't a diss. But some are quick to defend Brit by saying it's really a minor mistake to confuse Ariana and Selena. I'm sure the Manchester attack was the first time a lot of people really heard of Ariana, while others didn't take it so lightly, saying it is not a minor mistake. It is really disrespectful to everybody present who was affected by the terror attacks and the families who lost loved ones. Both valid points, but I want to turn this over to you guys. Did you think that Britney simply made an honest mistake, or should she have been up to date on her world news, artist names, and geography for that matter? Share all your thoughts right down here in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for all the latest updates. Thanks for hanging out with me here on Clevver News. I'm your host, Ashley I, and I'll see you next time. And then click to the left to see what Brit had to say following all those lip sync accusations, and click to the right for the latest Bachelorette updates on True Showmance. Thanks again to Pandora for sponsoring this episode. Now with Pandora Premium, where personalized radio meets on-demand listening, it's the only music app you'll ever need.